students. Today we are going to start about your CBSE Economics of Standard 12, Class 12 CBSE Economics. So this class we have a brief presentation about the paper, the topics, the units, the distribution of marks. We will analyze everything. I will tell you the highlights of the chapters, I will tell you the highlights of the topic. Then in course of a discussion, we will go to the course details. So let me write the paper that I will start. That is your Economics Class 12th CBSE. Your CBSE paper of Class 12th Economics, if we classify the paper, then it will come under 3 years. Your part A, then it's come to part B, then it's come to part C. So I'm going very simple way. Show part A, part B, part C. Your entire economics paper we can classify like this. Your part 1, part A, part B, part C. Your part A is your paper consisting introductory to macroeconomics. Your part A, 12th class CBSE economics paper we can classify under 3 heads. Part A, part B, part C. Part A is your introductory of macroeconomics. This is your paper, one paper, that is a part A. Part B, you can say Indian economy and development. Then your part C is your project work. I hope you understood. 12th class CBSE paper, we can classify broadly under 3 heads. Part A, part B, part C. Part A, it consists of your paper that is known as your macroeconomics. We will study macroeconomics is your part A. Then Indian economy and development, which is your part B, and the remaining is your part C, that is your project work. So let me tell about the mark actually. Out of 100 marks, the entire paper will be your 100 marks. Out of 100 marks, your economics paper, that is your macroeconomics, will be coming your 40 marks. Indian economy and development will be coming as your 40 marks, and remaining the 20 marks will be your project mark. So it is coming to your 100 marks. I hope you understood. Introductory to macroeconomics, that paper we will study, that is your 40 marks. Then the second paper, that is your Indian economy and development, the second part we can say, not paper, Indian economy and development, the second part, your part B, the paper that we will study, that is your 40 marks. The remaining 20 marks will be your project work, project paper, that is your 20 marks. So in this way, if we combine all together, then it is coming your 100 marks. So basically we will focus on the 2 papers, on the 2 parts, and the students have to personally prepare and focus on the project work, that is consisting of your 20 marks. So 40 plus 20 equal your 100 marks. Now the second part, I will tell you the chapters, I will tell you the units, the entire. So our job is what? Our job is to focus your part 1 and part B, because part C lies in the student's hands. Part A and part B, that is coming your both the papers, both the parts, that is your introductory to macroeconomics and your Indian economy and development. Both if you combine, then it is coming to 80 marks. So we will prepare, we will take the classes up to 80 marks actually. And I will also guide you how to perform all the things actually. Introductory to microeconomics, that is coming your 40 marks actually. That comprises 5 units. Let me tell you that. The entire your introductory to macroeconomics paper will be consisting your 40 marks, that is your 5 units. plus Indian economy and development, that second segment, part B, that consists of 3 units. So we have to entirely focus, we have to entirely prepare 8 units for your entire 80 marks. Remember, we have to prepare 8 units for your entire 12th class CBSE economics, and that is your 5 units from your Indian introductory to macroeconomics, and 3 units belong to your Indian economy and development. You understood? I hope you understand that it is coming your 5 units, it is coming your 3 units. All together, if you combine, then we are getting 8 units. 8 units, 80 marks. Then, next step. The next step, just we are moving slowly. I hope you understand. If we analyze the chapter wise discussion, let us go for the chapter wise discussion. Unit 1 of macroeconomics, Unit 2 of again macroeconomics, Unit 3 again of macroeconomics, Unit 4 again macroeconomics, Unit 5 again macroeconomics. Unit 7, that is your part A, we can write part A 5 units. I will tell you the names, chapter names, unit names. Then comes your part B. Part B we can write unit 6, then unit 7, then unit 8. Understood? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of part A, that is your macroeconomics. 6, 7, 8 or 3 units of your part B, that is your Indian economic development. All together comes to our syllabus, entire syllabus. Now let us understand. Unit 1, that is your Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, that we will study. Under Unit 1, we will talk about national income. Let me write the 8 units first, what we will study. Then I will tell you the entire syllabus highlights. Briefly, we will go to the unit names, unit chapter names. Chapter wise, I will tell you the names, and I will tell you the marks means for the chapter. Then I will tell you the syllabus highlights. Understood? National income, chapter 1. Second chapter will be your money banking, your chapter 2 of macroeconomics. Unit 3, determination of income and employment. Determination of income and employment. Unit 4, budget. Unit 4, budget. Unit 5 will be your balance of payment. Then Unit 6, it will coming your development challenge of Indian economy since 1947 to 1990. Then we can say current issues or challenge of Indian economy. And last chapter will be your development experience. We can say development challenge or experience. Development experience, comparative analysis. So let me go through that actually. Unit 1, national income. Unit 2, money banking. Unit 3, determination of income and employment. Unit 4, budget. Unit 5, balance of payment. All the 5 units will be of your macroeconomics. And the remaining 3 units, I hope, development experience since 1947 we can say. Unit 7, current issues or challenge of Indian economy. And Unit 8, development experience, that is a comparative analysis of India with other countries. That 3 units belong to that Indian economy. Indian economy. I hope you are being clear about the syllabus schedule. Understood? national income, money making, determination of income and employment, budgets, balance of payments. Part B, your Indian economy, development experience of India since 1947 to 90, current issues and challenges of your unit 7, development experience, it is a comparative analysis of unit 8. So, as I told you before, 5 units from macroeconomics and 3 units from Indian economy makes your complete syllabus, that is your 12th class CBSE actually. And if we add 20 marks project, it is coming altogether to 100 marks. Now, let me tell you the marks that will come from the chapter. I will tell you the marks that will come from the chapter. From first chapter, you will get 12 marks. Let me tell that your part 1, that is coming here 40 marks. Out of 40 marks, first chapter you will get 12 marks. Second chapter you will get 12 marks. Chapter 3 you will get again 12 marks. Chapter 4 again you will get 6 marks. Chapter 5 you will get 6 marks. I hope you understood. Part 1, as you discussed that here, 40 marks. Chapter wise I have given the presentation of chapter wise. Chapter 1 you will getting 12 marks. From chapter 2 you are getting 6 marks. From unit 3 you are getting 12 marks. From unit 4 you are getting 6 marks. From unit 5 you are getting 6 marks. So altogether it is coming 40 marks total. Like that actually. From Indian economy part B, chapter 6 you will be getting, from chapter 6 you will be getting 12 marks. Chapter 7th you will be getting 22 marks. Chapter 8 you will be getting 6 marks. So again it is coming to 40 marks. You understood? Part B, Indian economy, consists of 3 units, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8. From unit 6 you will be getting 12 marks. From unit 7 you will be getting 22 marks. And from unit 8 you will be getting 6 marks. So it is coming 40 marks. So part A 40 marks, part B 40 marks. I hope you understood. And the total it is coming to 80 marks. This is a pure brief presentation of your analysis of marks chapter wise actually. Now I will tell you what is the mark distribution, which type of questions you will getting like that. 80 marks. 1 mark questions carrying 1 mark, you will getting 8 questions carrying 1 mark, it is your 8 marks. Then 1 mark questions you will be getting your 80 marks actually. 3 mark questions of 4 number, it is coming 12 marks. 1 mark questions of 8 questions will be coming 8 marks. 3 mark questions of 4 number, it is coming 12 marks. 4 number questions, 6 number, it is coming 24 marks. And 6 mark questions of 6 number, it is coming 36 mark. And it is coming almost 80 marks. You understood? 1 mark questions, objective questions, maybe multiple choice questions or short questions will be coming your 8 questions coming 8 questions coming to 8 marks. 4 short questions carrying 3 marks each. It is coming 12 marks. Again 6 short questions carrying 4 marks, coming 24 marks. And subjective questions carrying 6 marks with 6 questions, that is coming 36 marks. Word limit I will tell you that. For 3 mark questions, the word limit will be 60 word. For 4 mark questions, the word limit will be 70 word. This is a word limit. And for 6 mark question, it will be your 80 words. Sorry, 100 words. Understood? 3 mark questions you have to write in 60 words. 4 mark questions you have to write within the word limit of 70 words. And 6 mark questions you have to write 100 words. I hope this is a very practical experience for you before going to the entire syllabus. I hope this session, I hope this explanation, I hope this entire analysis will be fruitful and helpful to all my students actually. I hope you understand all the each and everything actually. I have given a clear picture of that. Part A consisting introductory macroeconomics 40 marks. Part B is your Indian economy and development coming to 40 marks, and your part C, that is coming your 20 marks, that is a project mark. Entire paper is coming 100 marks. Then I have given the unit wise analysis from 5 units from part A, 3 units from part B. Chapter wise I have given the mark distribution. Unit 1 12 marks, Unit 2 6 marks, Unit 3 12 marks, Unit 4 6 marks, Unit 5 6 marks. It is the entire 5 units of macroeconomics. And part B, Indian economy, Unit 6 it is coming here 12 marks, Unit 7 it is coming 22 marks, Unit 8 will be coming here 6 marks, and altogether you are getting 40 marks from part B, that is your Indian economy. I have given the entire distribution of marks. 1 mark questions, 8 questions, 4 mark questions, 3 mark questions, 4 questions, 6 mark questions, 4 questions, 6 mark questions, again 6 mark questions, 6 questions. I have given the word limit also. So this is the entire presentation of your syllabus, chapters, units and course contents. Now I will sum up my discussion, I will conclude my discussion with just course highlights, chapter wise highlight. I will actually highlight the topics that we are going to cover under different units, and this is a short brief introduction of the entire syllabus. So I am going to tell you about the concept. I am going to tell you about the topics, concepts, terms that will be covered in different units. Your first chapter, your first unit will be coming your national income. National income, as I told you, under national income we will study what is national income. I hope you understand. I hope you have already studied in school level, in 9th and 10th standard, you have already studied about national income. We will go to for deep study under this chapter, that is your national income. What is national income? We will study. Before that, we have a short introduction about macroeconomics. We will study about macroeconomics. You know that macroeconomics is a study of economics as a whole. In 11th class, you have already studied about microeconomics. Microeconomics is a study about individual economic units, but macroeconomics is study about economic as a whole. It means while you are studying macroeconomics, you have to study in deep. While you are studying macroeconomics, you have to study entire concept in whole. For example, if you are talking about national income in macroeconomics, then we are talking about the entire income of the country. When you are talking about consumption in macroeconomics, it means we are talking about the whole consumption. When you are talking about the savings of the macroeconomics, it means we are talking about the total savings of the macroeconomics. Understood? So we are studying under national income. We are studying national income, and we will study about circular flow of income and expenditure. Remember, very important question, very important discussion for your examination. That is, we will study circular flow of income and expenditure. Remember, let me tell you that we will get 3 models of here. Circular flow of income and expenditure 2-sector model, circular flow of income and expenditure of 3-sector model, circular flow of income and expenditure of 4-sector model. But so far as your course is being concerned, we will focus on 2-sector model. So under national income, we are going to study about what is national income, then we will study about circular flow of income and expenditure, then we will study about the measurement of national income. See, remember one thing, national income has got different interpretations actually. Now we have come to the 12th class standard, so you have to raise our mentality. So like that, national income can be measured by 3 ways. It is your income method, it is your expenditure method, it is your output method. In course of discussion, I will tell you everything in a simplified manner. Don't worry for that actually. Understood? Under national income, we will study the measurement of national income through 3 methods: income methods, expenditure method, and your output method. Circular flow of income and expenditure, then 3 methods. Then we will study in the different concepts over here. Take for example GDP. GDP means what you understand by GDP? GDP means your GDP, gross domestic product. So gross domestic product. Gross domestic product refers to the value of goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country in a financial year. You just understand my statement. You just understand my sentence. I am pointing out very particular things actually. Gross domestic product refers to the entire value of goods and services produced in a country in a financial year within the domestic territory. So when we shift our discussion from GDP to GNP, don't be confused. On one hand, we have discussed about GDP, and on the other hand, we will go to discuss about GNP. Students somehow a little bit confused about GDP and GNP. So what is GDP? What is GNP? We don't find any difference over that. No, actually there is a serious difference between GDP and GNP. GDP means, GDP refers to the value of goods and services produced in a country within the domestic boundary within a financial year. But when you talk about GNP, gross national product, it means the value of final goods and services produced in India in a financial year with net factor income, with a net surplus income from abroad. So you understand GDP theoretically, actually GDP is a narrow thing, and theoretically your GNP is a wider thing. GNP means GDP plus net factor income is equal to your gross national product. We will study under GDP, we will study GNP, we will study of your private income, we will study about personal income, we will study disposable income, we will study about, we will study about all these things like that actually. Next, once we are done with your national income, we will move to discuss about the second chapter, that is your money banking. You know that in money banking is a very interesting chapter. Money banking, you will talk about your origin of money. Before money there is barter system. Goods, people are exchanging goods against goods. So that system is called your barter system. And this system we will talk about the present era, the present economy we are calling as your monetary economy. So we will study what is money, functions of money. Second chapter we will talk about your what is money and the functions of money. Different functions are there. Now money is playing as a medium of exchange, money is playing as a measure of value, money is playing as a store of value, and also money acts as a standard of deferred payments. So we are going to study about different functions of commercial of money. We will that. Apart from money, we are going to discuss about banking system. Nowadays the banking system is more advanced, more developed. If you tell me, if you ask me, then I will simply classify the entire banking structure under two heads that we are going to study. One is your central banking, one is your commercial banking. Remember me. We are going to divide the entire discussion under two heads of banking. One will be your central banking, one will be your commercial banking. In each and every country there will be a single central bank, and in each and every country there will be more than one commercial bank. Remember my statement. In each and every country there will be a single central bank, like us it is your RBI. In USA it is your Federal Reserve System, and in each and every country there will be more than one commercial bank. Commercial banks in the sense who are being commercial in nature, who have the target to get profit motive. I hope you understood. So this is your banking. We will study about what is central bank, we will study about what is commercial bank, we will study about the functions of central bank and the functions of commercial bank. We will study about the repo rate, we will study about the reverse repo rate, we will study about SLR, we will study about the CRR, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquid ratio, required reserve ratio, excess reserve ratio, repo rate, reverse repo rate. We will study the different thing actually, and we will study the importance of central bank in nowadays. We will study the importance of central bank nowadays in the monetary economy. We will study over there. So your chapter 2 will be coming up your money and banking. I hope you understood. Money plus banking, chapter 2. Then we will go to about chapter 3, unit 3. We will discuss about determination of income and employment. Determination of income and employment. That is your chapter 3. We will discuss about your consumption function. We will discuss about your law of income, law of consumption, law of saving. Very important law we will study about your theory of consumption function. Just listen me, I am telling you just a small brief introduction of this one actually. When there is a law of consumption function, in the starting of civilization, when we start ourselves, actually, what is that actually? We don't have income, but we have consumption, we have expenditure. You remember, in the starting of human civilization, when human civilization starts, there is no income, but there is consumption. Because to survive, we have to live. So, in the starting, income is zero, but expenditure is positive. In the next phase, we grow up, we start income, we start getting income. So, in the second phase, our income, we start income, our income is positive. As income is positive, your expenditure also rises. So, in second phase, income is positive, expenditure rises. And in course of time, our income will be equal to expenditure. I am repeating, in the initial phase, your income will be zero, but there must be some expenditure, because to serve for survival, we have to make expenditure. In the second phase, what will happen? You will start expenditure, you will start income, you will start getting income. When your income will be positive, you will start increasing your expenditure. And in the third phase, your income must be equal to your expenditure. And in the last phase, what will happen? Your income will overtake your expenditure. Your income will overtake your expenditure. And when you have a surplus income over expenditure, that remaining part, that rest, that surplus is called your saving in economics. This is an important law of consumption function. I will tell you that. Wait till that time. I will tell you the law of consumption function. We will study about that. Then we will decide about employment level, determination of income employment level. Then also we will study about your excess demand and deficit demand. Let me tell you the point over here. Very important points are there. That is your excess demand and your deficit demand. Excess demand, when demand will be more, you know that now you come to macroeconomics. When you come to macroeconomics, you should know that excess demand and your deficit demand. Excess demand in economy leads to inflation. Remember one thing, excess demand in economics leads to inflation. When people have more money, what will happen? When people have more income, when people have more money supply in the economy, what will happen? Obviously, when you have income, you will also demand. When you have surplus income, when you have excess income, definitely you have a tendency to purchase more. That is why you will demand more. When you demand more, what will happen? Your demand will exceed the supply. The entire demand will be exceeding the entire supply. The total demand will be more than the total supply. That is why at that point, your income, your demand will overtake your supply, and that is called your excess demand. And excess demand will lead to price rise. Simple. You understand two things. When a demand will be more than supply, it will lead to price rise, that is called inflation. When demand is less than supply, it will lead to price fall, that is called deflation. Understood? I hope you understood. So, if you go to unit 4, that is your budget. In budget, we will discuss about what is budget. Very interesting discussion for this budget. What do you mean by budget? According to the analysis, budget is a financial statement of anticipated income and anticipated expenditure. Remember, very important point I am telling you. Budget is a financial statement of anticipated income and anticipated expenditure. The budget is a statement of anticipated income and anticipated expenditure. It is not the income and expenditure that you are currently running. It is the statement, it is the analysis of income and expenditure in the coming year, in the future year. If you are talking about the budget of, if you are living over here, then we will present the budget of 2020 and 2021. So, the budget is a statement, a financial statement of anticipated, expected income and expected expenditure. It is not your current income and current expenditure, rather it is a statement of what you are going to get income, what you are going to make expenditure in the next year. That is a statement of the budget. And its budget is mostly, it runs from the period of April 1, our financial year which one? April 1 to March 31st. So, a budget is a statement from the April 1 to March 31st. Remember one. And you should remember, it is a financial statement of anticipated income, expected income and expected expenditure of the next financial year, not the current financial year. This is your budget. In budget, you will study about the revenue receipts, capital receipts. It is a study about your income and expenditure. So you have to explain how the government is getting different types of revenue, how government is getting different types of income from different sources. A modern government has two tasks. It has to get income and it has to go for expenditure. That's how a financial economy, the financial economy of a government deals with two things: how to get income, how to make expenditure. So I told you that the income will be two types. One will be your revenue income, one will be your capital income, and the expenditure will be also like that, two types. One will be your revenue expenditure, one will be your capital expenditure. That we are going to study under budget. Then coming up to chapter 5, or even 5, then we will talk about your balance of payment. Balance of payment is nothing but it is a systematic record of your export and import, of your export and import of a country to determine the economic development, to determine the economic position of a country. Balance of payment plays an important role actually. Balance of payment is a systematic record of all type of economic transactions carried out within the financial year. It determines the position of foreign exchange of a country. It determines the stability of your foreign exchange rate system. So, in the economy, balance of payment plays a crucial role. Balance of payment plays a vital role in the economy in determining that. We will study the components of balance of payment. We will study the components of balance of payment. That is your current account. We will study about the capital account of balance of payment, the transaction of goods, the transaction of services, the transaction of visibles, the transaction of invisible. Because balance of payment is nothing. Balance of payment is not only a transaction of goods only, but also it is a transaction of invisibles. Invisible means that services. Understood? So we will study on the balance of payment. Then if you go to your part B, unit 6. Unit 6 deals with your developmental experience of India. The part B deals with the Indian economy. Remember one thing. First of all, you should mentally prepare that our economy is a developing economy. Our economy is a developing economy. Before some time we are an underdeveloped economy, and now we are running as a developing economy. Developing economy is nothing but it is almost equal to underdeveloped economy. It means we have come out of the hole and we have a long way to go to be a developed country. You understood? I hope you understood. Developing and underdeveloped. Before some time, India is a underdeveloped country. Now we are known as a developed country of the world. Developing country of the world. After some time, we have to go a long way. We have to achieve a milestone if you want to be a developed country. So, the entire 3 chapters, 3 units that you will study, that will be about your past experience in unit 6. It deals your past experience, how you handle the economy after 1947, after independence actually, how you deal with the situation, how you deal with the finance actually, how you have represented at international level, how you have done your agriculture, how you have done your industry, what you boosted a public sector, how you have given the scope to private sector. You will study under developmental experience of India from 1947 to 1990. If you talk about 1947 to 1990, it's a period of boom situation. It's a period of dull and depression in the Indian economy. When Manmohan Singh came to picture in 1991, he has introduced a series of measures. The policy of economic reforms, LPG. LPG stands for what? L for liberalization, P for privatization, G for globalization. So, just in the same unit, in the same chapter, we will study the economic policy of India from 1947 to 1990 in first part. Second part, we will study about the economic reforms that Manmohan Singh has emphasized in 1991. The series of economic reforms, that is on your liberalization, privatization and globalization. Then in the next part, in the next chapter, in the next unit, we will study about current issues or challenge of Indian economy. Current issues in the sense, we have a challenge of rural development, we have a challenge of poverty, the biggest challenge for Indian economy. Unemployment is also the challenge for Indian economy. Poverty are 2 types actually. One is absolute poverty, one is relative poverty. We will study both the poverty because in India both types of poverty are there. When we talk about unemployment, we have different types of unemployment. We have seasonal unemployment, we have technical unemployment, we have disguised unemployment, we have cyclical unemployment, we have underemployment, we have many types of unemployment like this. We will talk about rural development problems, we will talk about your infrastructure problems because infrastructures are the basic challenge, basic services without which a country cannot develop. Infrastructure are the basic services without which a country cannot develop. Like your infrastructure are 2 types, one is your social, one is your economic. Social infrastructure refers to education, health, drinking water, sanitation. And your economic infrastructure refers to transport, communication, trade, commerce, BPO, like that. So you will focus about all type of infrastructure problems and issues we will discuss over here. And also one more important point I would like to tell you that we will discuss about sustainable economic development over here. In unit 6, in the last part we will talk about sustainable economic development. What do you mean by sustainable economic development? Because currently we are consuming everything actually. So now the time has come. Now we are living in a challenging society, challenging economy, challenging atmosphere. Now time has come for us to think about future. So when you think about future, without compromising, when you are taking yourself in present, when you are consuming yourself in the present, with taking care of future generation, that is called your sustainable economic development. Economic development without compromising the needs of future. Economic development without compromising the needs of future generation, that is called your sustainable economic development that we are going to study under unit 7. And last but not least, very important point, we will study developmental experience comparison. Developmental experience comparison we will study. We will study about the India-China relations, India-China comparison, where is now China, where is now India. We will study about India-Pakistan comparative analysis, human development index, other economic indicators. We will make a brief comparison between the two countries about the economic parameters. So this is your developmental experience of India with different countries. With different countries in the sense in your syllabus it is prescribed that we will have a comparative analysis of India with China, or a comparative analysis of economic system of India with your Pakistan. You will study over. So I hope you understand the course highlights actually. Just a little revision. Your entire class 12 economics consists of 3 segments: part A, part B, part C. Part A deals with your macroeconomics, 40 marks. Part B deals with your Indian economy and development, 40 marks. Part C deals with your project work, that is will completely belong to your task, but we will also guide you in the course of time. Your introduction to my macroeconomics consists of 5 units of 40 marks. Please your part A, 5 units coming to 40 marks. Unit 1, 12 marks. Unit 2, 6 marks. Unit 3, 12 marks. Unit 4, 6 marks. Unit 5, 6 marks. 5 units, 40 marks. I told you the units. Then again, part B, Indian economic development, 3 units. Unit 6, 12 marks. Unit 7, 22 marks. Unit 8, 6 marks, coming to 40 marks. Part A 40 marks, part B coming to 40 marks, coming to 80 marks, plus 20 project wise coming to 100 marks. Then we talk about your marking distribution. For example, your variety of questions: 1 mark short, 1 mark big questions, 1 mark objective questions, 8 marks. 4 questions carrying 3 marks, 12 marks. 60 words, you write the 3 mark questions in 61 unit. Then you have to write 4 mark questions with 70 word limit, 70 words, 24 marks. Then you write 6 questions with 6 marks, that is your 36 marks with 100 word limit. Entire is come to 80 marks. And I have given the entire chapter wise presentation, I have given the entire unit wise presentation. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you entirely understood the syllabus, the depth of the syllabus, the chapter, the units. I also highlight the concepts of the different units. I hope you understood. It will be very interesting. It will be very exciting in our next session, because in this next session we are going to study about your national income. We will study about your national income concept. We will study about circular flows and implement expenditure. We will study about the measurement of national income. I hope you enjoyed all the classes actually. So thank you very much for your time and passion. Thank you.